Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for customer service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for customer service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
High school seniors, listen up. Your journey at Itawamba Community College begins now. Registration for ICC's orientation sessions is now open. This free, required, and incredibly beneficial event is a must. Discover the ins and outs of campus life, create your class schedule for the fall. Spots are filling up fast, so don't miss out. Register for one of our spring or summer sessions at www.iccms.edu/orientation.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're just moments away from that Guaranty Bank opening pitch for Game 2. And it's high and inside for a ball. It comes your way at 4:51. That's a 4:51 start time here for Game 2. It's going to be Brown in the circle, getting the start here for the Indians. Lauren Brown. As it's going to be McKellen to start us off here for Meridian. It's that pitch high for a ball. 2-0 now is the count. If you're just now joining us, 11-5 ICC. Got the win in Game 1. They improved to 9-12 on the season. More importantly, 1-0 inside conference play. It's that pitch high for a ball. 3-0 now is the count. And then Meridian, they fell to 11-15, 0-1 inside conference play as well. We'll give you today's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups in the exchange of the inning. 3-0 pitch on its way, and that one in there for a strike. 3-1 now is the count. Well, as we mentioned, there was a good crowd of students here earlier today with spring break starting next week and no classes on Friday. Well, some of those have headed for the gate in the exchange of the ball games. And that pitch in there for a strike. Nice job by Brown to settle down and find the strike zone there. Force the count to go full now at 3-2. So winning the 3-2 offering here. This one popped up out of play, and we'll stay at 3-2. I'm Adam Gore. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. You've got baseball on the other side of campus. ICC and Coahoma scoring off in non-conference play. Raphael Henry, Dr. Brad Boggs, and Cal Brown all over there for baseball today. And that's going to be ball 4, so it'll be a walk to start the contest there for Meridian. And now this will be Homra coming to the plate. with no outs and a runner at first. I saw C.J. Adams and Natalie over here taking photos. I still see Natalie. She's still here taking photos of game 2. They're also taking photos of tennis going on over at East Central. Or, well, going over here against East Central, I should say. Bunt is laid down. It's a perfect one, and it's going to go for an infield hit. Just hit and ran away from the pitcher that time. And Meridian off to a positive start here in game 2. Runners at first and second. No outs. And this is going to be the center fielder, Black, coming to the plate here for the Eagles. Well, it was a wild 4th inning in game 1. I saw the two teams combined for 10 runs in that inning. ICC eventually picked up the 11-5 win. Wild pitch, and the runners will advance. I believe they're going to say she did pull back on that bunt attempt. And so now Meridian. Good start to the contest here. Runners at second and third with no outs. This pitch fouled back. 1-1 now is the count. Thank everyone for joining us. Michael Upton, who normally joins me for a broadcast, he's a little under the weather today and unable to join us. Hope he gets to feeling better soon. We're in the ICC Alumni Association and Foundation broadcast booth. As there's a swing and a miss for strike 2. Remind you, if you would like to donate to the softball team or maybe to the sports information department, if you enjoy the today's broadcast, you can do so by visiting iccms.edu/Indian Club. That's iccms.edu/Indian Club. This pitch popped up. Wolf's going to give chase, but it's going to get out of play, and we'll stay at 1-2. We'll try to check in on baseball here in a moment, see how things are going on over there. And it's Indians up 5-2 in the middle of the 5th in game 2. That's over on the blue channel. ICC trying to go for the sweep. As that pitch trails inside, but too much for a ball. 2-2 now is the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Runners at second and third here for Meridian. We're in the top of the 1st of game 2. Brown is in the circle. Black is at the plate. She'll foul this one off, and we'll stay at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and again, no outs here. The lights are on here at the ballpark. You can hear them buzzing in the background. Waiting the 2-2 offering here. Grounder right back to the pitcher. She's going to lift the runner back to third. Easy toss over for the first out. Nice job by Brown defending her position there. 1-3 on the putout as just a simple grounder back. She knew she had time to lift the runner back to third. And so now with 1 out, this is going to bring the catcher up, Mitchell. So 1 away now. There's a shot right back to the pitcher. It's off her leg, and this is going to allow the run to score. I'm going to call that a single because there was very little that Brown could do in that reaction time there. And Meridian strikes first. Well, that's what you want to do if you're Meridian. Come out, set the tone early. Brown, the umpire, come out and checked on her. She said she's good. Wolf had a chance, but was going to have to barehand it and make a tough play to get the out. So, as I said, with the line drive right back to the pitcher off her leg, as that pitch missing for a ball, we're going to call that a single, RBI single, as a matter of fact, as 1-0 now is the score here in the top of the 1st. 1 out. Runners on the corners here for Meridian. Shows bunt, lays it down. They're going to try to play some small ball. Now they throw it to first is in time. The throw home is not. Now they're going to try to throw it to second. The snap is not there. So let's call that a sacrifice bunt. 1-3 on the putout. Does bring in an RBI as Homra scores, and it's 2-0 Meridian. And I tell you what, Meridian fans and the dugout fired up with the start here. 2 away now. As beautifully executed small ball there by the Eagles. That pitch in there for a strike. As this is Eves at the plate. Eves batting in that 6th spot. She's the DP here in game 2. That pitch drifts high for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. Well, this is the conference opener for both squads here. ICC and Meridian. Over the last couple of years, that's actually been the last game of the year between these two. As that pitch drifts high. Snap, throw down, gets away. The runner will advance to second. And so that will be an E2 on the throw that allows the runner to advance. Big error there. The Indians need to see if they can get around that one. As the runner now at third with 2 outs in the inning, and Eves at the plate. Eves fouls this one back. 2-2 now is the count. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, a runner at third. And that one missing low. 3-2 now is the count here to Eves. If she were to reach, the McMahon would be up next. So Brown getting set for this payoff pitch here. 3-2 pitch coming. Popped up and off the net, and we'll do it all over again. So 3-2 stays the count. Meridian has pushed 2 across so far here in the top of the first. And it was all behind some beautifully executed small ball. And this one fouled back. And we'll stay at 3-2 once again. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at third. 2-0 Meridian with the lead here in game 2 in the top of the first. Brown getting set to deliver. This one hit but foul, and guess what? We'll do it all over again. Well, nice little battle going between Eves and Brown right now. Eves trying to extend this inning with a 2-out hit. Brown trying to find the exit here. Count is full at 3-2. Brown getting set to deliver the pitch. Ripped in, that's going to go for a hit, and another run will score. A clutch 2-out hit there by Eves. And Meridian has put 3 on the board here in the top of the first, and there is all kind of life in that Meridian dugout that we did not hear very much of there in game 1. Very positive start here for the Eagles. Now with a runner on first and 2 outs, McMahon, the shortstop, coming to the plate. Takes that first pitch in there for a strike. So 0-1 is the count. McMahon at the plate. Eves at first. She just drove in the 3rd run of the inning. There's a shot, and the shortstop finds it. Will toss it over, and that will get it done, but not before the Eagles put 3 runs on the board on 3 hits and 1 error. As we'll move, or excuse me, no, actually we'll keep it here and give you today's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups for both squads. We've already introduced you to the first 7 batters of the game here for Meridian. It'll be left fielder McKellen, 3rd baseman Homra, the center fielder Black. Mitchell is catching here. She's batting 4th. Batting 5th will be the right fielder Kennedy. Batting 6th will be the DP, that's Eves. Batting 7th is McMahon, and then the 8th and 9th batter will be Coleman, the 2nd baseman, and Bourne, the 1st baseman. Clark will be in the flex position. She is pitching here in game 2. For ICC, the lineup will look like this. Turner at shortstop, Martin in left field, McLean catching, Tyree will be the DP, Brown will be pitching, Whitfield will be in right field, Wolf will be at 3rd base, Nichols will be at center field, And Cooper will be at second base. Stegall getting the start at first base here in Game 2. Those starting lineups being brought to you by Coke. ICC and Coke, now that's a winning combination. Coach Ernest and Coach Hawk hope they've got that same winning combination put together here in Game 2 like they did in the first game of the day when ICC was able to pick up the 11-5 win in the opening game of the day. So Clark tosses her final warm-up pitch there. And it'll be Turner, Martin, and McLean. Turner had herself a day. She had 4 singles, 4 of 5 from the plate. See if she'll stay hot here for the Indians in Game 2. So Turner will dig in to start us off here in the bottom of the first. Swings on the first pitch. That one fouled back for strike 1. As we said, it's been a very warm day today. Temperatures still in the 70s right now at 5 o'clock at night. Of course, ICC women's basketball about to tip off at East Mississippi here in 30 minutes as there's a swing and a miss for strike 2. So this is Clark at the plate, or excuse me, in the circle. Turner at the plate. She fouls that one back into your living room. We'll stay at 0-2. Nice job finding a piece of that one to keep the at-bat alive after chasing one that looked to be a little bit low and outside. So 0-2, steal the count here to Turner after that foul ball. This one popped up, and it's going to get out of play. And so we'll stay at 0-2 once again. 3 runs in the top of the first inning. All of them circled around small ball that was executed to perfection by Meridian. 0-2 pitch coming. And they're going to call strike 3 on that inside corner. Turner did not like it, but she will head back to the dugout with a Renaissance Bank strikeout looking for out number 1. So 1 out now. This is going to bring the left fielder Martin to the plate with nobody on. Infield making their adjustments. Third baseman sneaking in a little bit. Martin shows bunt, pulls back, called a strike. So 0-1 the count here to Martin. That pitch missing low. 1-1 now is the count. So 1-1 the count here. There's a grounder, and it's going to be a foul ball. Well, that's a break for Martin. If that one stays fair, easily could have tagged her for the out. And so that will go for a foul ball. 1-2 now is the count here on Martin. And Martin gets caught looking at strike 3. Second time that Clark has been able to hit that outside corner. Well, I say outside same corner. It was inside on Turner, outside on Martin. Back-to-back looking strikeouts brought to you by Renaissance Bank. Now there's 2 away, and McLean will come to the dish here. She's catching here in Game 2. Trying to spark a 2-out rally here for the Indians. That first pitch missing low for a ball. Get my crowd might turn back up since I turned it down during the exchange of the innings. 1-0 is the count here to McLean. That one in there for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. Clark doing a good job of filling up the strike zone early here for Meridian. ICC will have to do some adjusting to figure out the riddle that is Clark so far. Is this one hammered? Deep ball back center field, and it's gone! A solo home run off the bat of McLean. She'll round third and come home, and a big-time clutch hit there for McLean. So Chloe puts a run on the board there for the Indians. As that's a solo home run. And now this will bring Riley Tyree to the plate. And a clutch 2-out hit there for the Indians. Makes it a 3-1 contest now. Good job by ICC, able to put a run back on the board. As that pitch missing outside for a ball, especially after giving up a 3 spot in the top half of the inning. So 1-0 is the count here to Tyree, the DP. That one in there for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. I think that's Chief out there in center field that was able to collect that home run ball. 1-1 pitch. Hammered, and that one's going to get through for a 2-out hit. Nice piece of 2-out hitting there by the Indians. As that'll be a single. Second hit of the inning here for the Indians. Now this will bring up Brown, the pitcher. So she'll dig in with 2 outs. Try to help her own cause here with a base hit. See if she can keep extending this inning here. 3-1 is the score here in Game 2. We're in the bottom of the first. ICC and Meridian. That pitch high for a ball. Meridian sending someone to the bullpen to possibly start getting loose. After ICC has kind of settled down after those first 2 strikeouts. Have got a home run and a single. This one fouled off. 1-1 now is the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Nobody on, or excuse me, a runner at first here for the Indians. Brown will dig in. Hits this one, fouls it back. That's going to go out of play. 1-2 now will be the count. So Brown's got to be careful here. Want to protect the dish, see if she can keep this inning going here with a 1-2 count. That one's ripped in. What a snag over at first. Just reached out and grabbed that one. A great defensive play over there by Bourne. The Indians do get 1 run on 2 hits, 1 left stranded. We've played 1 here in Fulton. 3-1 is your score here in Game 2. We'll be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
At the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, we have been working continually through the crisis to meet the needs of our community. Our walk-in clinic is a service that we provide to our patients that want to avoid the wait and exposure of the emergency room. At the walk-in clinic, you can do just that. Walk in with no prior appointment or phone call. We provide specialized treatment for physical injuries like broken bones, sprained wrists and ankles, joint and tendon pain, and sports-related injuries. You can get in, out, and on the road to recovery quicker. The walk-in clinic is equipped on-site with x-ray imaging, casting technicians, durable medical equipment, and injection specialists. Our team is supported by the orthopedic surgeons of the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. Our staff is specially trained in orthopedic-related injuries. We ensure that you will receive the best care for your orthopedic needs. Remember, at the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our story is you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set to head to the second inning of play. 3-1 is the score. Meridian with the lead. 3 runs in the top half. Then it was a solo home run by McLean in the bottom half that has pulled ICC back within 2 runs. As it'll be the 8-9-1 batters, I should say, due up here for Meridian in the top of the second inning. And that pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 is the count. Brown in the circle. That pitch outside and low for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. Coleman, Bourne, and McKellen due up here. Coleman playing second base here in Game 2 for the Eagles. Awaiting the 1-1 offering from Brown. This one fouled back. We'll go 1-2 now. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Oh, beautiful off-speed pitch. Don't know where that one missed. And Judging by the look of Coleman, she kind of cut her eyes at the official and grinned as she thought that might have been strike 3 as well. So 2-2 now is the count. As Brown swinging and a miss for strike 3. Brown still gets the Renaissance Bank strikeout, the first of the game for her. Renaissance Bank, they are the bank that understands you. You can find out why by visiting renaissancebank.com. Now this will be the first baseman, Bourne, coming to the dish. 1 out and nobody on here in the top of the second. This is that first pitch, missing low for a ball. So 1-0 is the count. As this is Bourne, she takes that pitch high for a ball. 2-0 now. The count here to Bourne. And she's batting that 9 spot like she did in the first game of the day. 2-0 is the count. Hammers that one, and boy, I am glad there's a net because I saw the spin on that one coming right at my face. As that now makes the count go 2-1. That young man that just walked in front of the camera is known as John Wayne Harris. So waiting the 2-1 pitch here. This one lifted to the right field. Right fielder's going to drift over, and we'll squeeze it for the out. Second out of the inning, as that was Whitfield recording the out. So now we flip it back to the top of the lineup with 2 away. And this will be McClellan. Again, I know I've butchered that name all day, so I do apologize. There is 2 outs and nobody on here. So that first pitch high for a ball, 1-0. Brown in the circle here for the Indians. ICC trailing at 3-1. Swing and a miss. 1-1 now is the count here to the left fielder. She walked, advanced on a wild pitch, and eventually came around to score part of that 3-run top of the first for the Eagles. As off-speed pitch, but that one fell off the table a bit too soon. 2-1 now is the count here to McClellan. So 2-1, the count. Brown's pitch on its way. Ouch. This one fouled back and off the mask of the home plate umpire. Brown checking on him as well as McLean and Bourne. All 3 of them checking to make sure he's good. He gets double thumbs up and says, let's play ball. 2-2 now is the count. Be an opportune time for that second Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game, but instead, that pitch just a bit high. 3-2 now is the count. So 3-2, the count now to McClellan. Swing and a miss for strike 3. A big-time Renaissance Bank strikeout to get out of the inning there. 3 up, 3 down. That's the second Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game there for Brown. Let's hear from Renaissance Bank and be back with more right after this.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.
That's home. That's just like the Ravens. That's just like Pahokee, Florida. That's my second home. I got my degree from there, my first degree, college degree. It's part of my heart, it's part of my soul, it's part of my spirit. And, you know, it's everything. Itawamba Community College, baby, it's everything. It shaped me up to being a great man because it was part of the journey of me becoming the young man I am today. And it's home, man. That's it. Like, I can go there and lay my head down without no problems. Itawamba Community College, the best star here.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now as we head to the bottom of the second inning, 3-1, Meridian with the lead. Where did Colin come from? As it'll be Whitfield, Wolf, and Nichols scheduled up. 6, 7, 8 batters here for the Indians. That pitch in there for a strike. Clark has done a good job of getting ahead of the batters. She struck out the first two she saw. Then McLean hit a solo home run out to the gap in center. There's a hard hit ball straight to the second baseman. And that'll be an out to retire Whitfield, 4-3. The Indians, when they have made contact, it's been hard hit balls. Just unfortunately for Whitfield there, that one was right at the second baseman for out number 1. Now this will be Wolf, the third baseman, coming to the plate here. She'll dig in with 1 out and nobody on base. Swings the first pitch she sees, a slow roller to the shortstop. Throw across the way is just in time. She kind of floated that one across from short to first, but either way it goes, it does get the out, 6-3. And so quickly 2 away here for the Indians. And now this is going to bring up the center fielder, Lakin Nichols, to the plate. Indians seeing if they can do what they did in the previous inning and scratch together some 2-out hitting. As that pitch missing high and outside for a ball, 1-0. Lakin playing in center field here like she did in game 1. That pitch finds that corner for a strike. 1-1 now is the count here to Nichols. If she were to reach, then Cooper, who was our Samstown Market star of the game in game 1. As this one's popped up, third baseman can't find it. And that's going to go for a hit as the diving attempt there by the third baseman. As that one had some weird spin off the bat. And when it hit, it kind of ran away from her after the ball hit the ground. Of course, these stats always unofficial. We'll get the official stats from the coaches at the end of the day. And now this is going to bring up Cooper. She was a home run away from the cycle in game 1. That ball hit and zipped across the way for the out by the shortstop. Nice job by the shortstop there. That was McMahon, not to panic, and still get the third out of the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. We played 2 here in Fulton. We're going to take a timeout and be back with more right after this.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Here's your Little Caesar slices and sticks, half Italian cheese sticks, half pepperoni pizza.
It's the world's greatest combination.
Carl? How could you?
Sorry, PB&J. I wanted to try new things.
Oh, no. 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 No!
Have some for yourself.
Yes.
No! Get hot and ready slices and sticks for $6.99. Walk in and walk out between 4 and 8 p.m.
Pizza, pizza.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the top of the third inning. Meridian 3, ICC 1. If you're just now joining us, ICC picked up the 11-5 win in the first game of the day. Meridian leading it here in game 2. As it'll be the 2, 3, 4 batters coming up here for the Eagles. Brown still in the circle here for ICC. Is that first pitch in there for a strike? Looks like the baseball team swept Coahoma today with a pair of 6-2 wins. That's in non-conference play. Is that pitch just missing up? 1-1 now is the count. This is Homra, Black, and Mitchell scheduled up. Homra singled and scored a run in her only appearance so far. Is that pitch high for a ball? 2-1 now is the count. ICC won the first game of the day 11-5. As that pitch missing for a ball. Heard a fan ask, so I had to help out there. Mr. Cade is in the house. Cade Adams. If you know him, you better call him Mr. Cade or you've got trouble. So waiting the 3-1 offering here to Homa. And that's going to be a walk. Well, for the 2 of 3 innings now, Meridian has put the leadoff runner on by a walk. The last inning, in the 3 up, 3 down inning, it was a strikeout to start the inning. So now with no outs in the inning, this will bring Black to the plate. She grounded out 1-3. Swings on this one. It's going to be over the head of the third baseman, and that'll go for a base hit. Nice piece of hitting there by Black. 4th hit of the game there for Meridian. And so now with no outs, runners on first and second, this is Mitchell. Mitchell single, drove in a run, and eventually advanced to third before scoring. Well, she advanced to third on the error, scored on the sacrifice bunt. As that pitch high for a ball. So 1-0 is the count. Mitchell catching. She's at the plate. Brown is in the circle. Indians' long run coming off a solo home run by McLean. That pitch missing low. 2-0 now is the count. Well, Brown getting a little upset. She likes to work low in the zone because she likes to be a ground ball type pitcher, and right now she's just not getting those pitches that she feels like are strikes. And that one up a little bit, almost in the middle of the plate. 2-1 now is the count. That's what you got to do as a pitcher. You got to figure it out early where the umpires are going to give them to you today. Brown with a 2-1 count here to Mitchell, who's already got a single on the day. And that one in there for a strike, and that's what we said. She likes to work low in the zone that time. Fouling it. Now 2-2 is the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Runners on first and second. Mitchell at the plate. Pitch coming. This one popped up. Catcher give chase, and it will get back. Since a few of the students, they thought it was going to get back far enough, but panicked there for a second, and then it did drift on back to what will be the future party deck here at the ICC softball complex. 2-2 now. The off-speed pitch, that one up. 3-2 now. Goes the count here to Mitchell. So count goes full. Runners at first and second here. No outs. Top of the third. And this one hammered. And it's a diving. Did she make the catch? She did not. A heck of an effort out there in center field, but good job quickly getting that one back in was Nichols to keep the run from scoring. But now bases are loaded. Trouble here for the Indians because there's no outs in the inning. That does give you a force at home. You can give up a run to turn 2. So now, right now, if you're Brown, you just worry about the one in front of you. That is Kennedy. She had a sacrifice bunt in her first at bat. That pitch high for a ball. Of course, that sacrifice bunt being brought to you by the ICC Wesley Foundation. They're located right across the street from the Davis Event Center, reminding you of the ultimate sacrifice paid for our sins. That's the ICC Wesley Foundation. They meet Tuesday nights at 7. This pitch popped back off the netting. 1-1 now is the count here to Kennedy. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 3-1 is the score, but Meridian a chance to break this one open a little bit if they can find some hitting sticks. Bases full of Eagles. No outs here in the top of the third. And that pitch finds the corner for a strike. Brings out a few Boo Birds from the select Meridian fans that are here. Pretty good little crowd turned out for them. As we mentioned, this game was originally scheduled for Friday. Got pushed up earlier this week because of rain expected to move into the area. Off-speed pitch lifted out to right field, and it's going to drop for a hit. 1 run will score, and a clutch hit there. And that'll go for an RBI single for Kennedy. That Homra will score, and it's now 4-1 Meridian. And so bases still loaded, no outs here. Brown in the circle. Can't see the bullpen to see if ICC has anybody up in this situation. Is that pitch high for a ball? This is Eves, who had an RBI single, and her only at bat so far in the contest. Big, healthy swing at that one. She was looking to put 4 RBI on the board after that swing. 1-1 now is the count. Well, they're moments away from tipping things off at East Mississippi. If you're joining us here looking for the basketball game, it's being streamed by our friends at East Mississippi as this pitch popped up, and the second baseman finds it. And a nice play there at second for out number 1. And now this will bring McMahon to the plate. She grounded out to the shortstop to end the first inning. She'll dig in with 1 out. And bases still loaded here for the Eagles. Pitch missing low for a ball. 1-0 is the count. That pitch runs inside for a ball. 2-0 now is the count here to the shortstop, McMahon. 1 out, bases loaded here for the Eagles. Top of the third, game 2. They lead it 4-1. Brown's pitch. This one lifted to the right. Center fielder will squeeze it, and the runners will tag, and that will score another run. That'll be a sacrifice fly by McMahon. She will get the RBI. That sacrifice fly being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union, reminding you of the ultimate sacrifice paid for our sins. That's the ICC BSU. And that makes it 5-1 now. And this is going to bring Coleman to the plate. Coleman struck out to start the second inning. And now runners on first and third. Is that first pitch missing for a ball? So 1-0 is the count here to Coleman. Indians trying to find the exit. Meridian trying to see if they can keep the inning going here with a 2-out hit. That pitch missing low. 2-0 now is the count here to Coleman. If Coleman were to reach, then Bourne to be up next. So 2-0 is the count. That one runs inside, nearly hits her. Now they're going to try to get the runner at second. Almost got the runner at third to jump, but a smart play to quickly retreat back, as that will be a stolen base for Kennedy. So now it's a 3-0 count with 2 outs. Runners now at second and third. So Brown getting set to deliver the pitch. This one swung on, foul back. And now the count will go 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners at second and third. Meridian has put 2 on the board so far here in the top of the third inning. They've scored 3 in the first. This one, line drive. Center fielder will come in and make the play for out number 3. But again, crooked letter put on the board there by the Eagles. 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors, and 2 left on base. We'll take a timeout, come back with the bottom of the third, and be back with more right after this.
Why didn't you answer your phone?
You're not going to believe what just...
You bought a Coca-Cola with 0 sugar?
Yeah. Why?
Come on, it has 0 sugar.
Yep. And it's delicious.
I don't believe it.
Just try something new. You'll love it.
This does taste great.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for Customer Service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We head now to the bottom of the third inning. It'll be the 1-2-3 batters due up here for ICC. That's Turner, Martin, and McLean. McLean, the solo home run. And her only at bat, so she'll be batting in that third spot. It's 5-1. 3 runs in the top of the first, 2 in the top of the third. ICC had 1 in the bottom of the third inning, trying to see if they can start clawing their way back into this one here in game 2. Turner will start us off. Listen to that first pitch, and it's in there for a strike. Well, that's going to be one right there that if Brown saw it, she's going to be like, okay, I was looking for the same pitch. So 0-1 is the count now here to Turner. Turner hammers that one, but a rope right at the left fielder. Man, tough one there, as that was hard contact. As we mentioned, when ICC's hitting the ball, they are hitting it hard. But that one right at the left fielder. She had to run a little bit to her left, but a nice play out there in left field for out number 1. Now this is going to bring Martin to the plate. Shows bunt, pulls it back, takes it for ball 1. She struck out looking in her first at bat, 2. She was the second of 2 Renaissance Bank strikeouts so far in the game for Clark here for Meridian. Shows bunt, pulls back, that one called a strike. 1-1 now is the count. Martin and McLean on deck, nobody on. There's 1 out here in the bottom of the third, game 2. There's a dribbler, second baseman going to have to hurry, does get it out of the glove in time. 4-3 on the putout. And so quickly 2 away now. And this is going to bring McLean back to the plate. We talked about she had that solo home run in her last at bat. That's the only run that ICC has been able to put together so far. And so she will dig in, see if she can spark a 2-out rally. That first pitch in there for a strike. Clark's just doing a good job. She's putting it in there, saying, here it is, do something with it. And she has relied heavily on her defense behind her so far in this one. She's given up 3 hits, one of those here to McLean. Tyree's got it. She's on deck. That pitch high for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. She's had some pretty good plays. A great grab to end the first by the first baseman. Then, of course, that liner that was out to left, and a nice play by the left fielder to start this inning. This pitch fouled back. 1-2 now is the count on McLean. So 1-2 now is the count. 2 outs. McLean got to guard the dish here. Pops this one up if it's going to stay in play. Catcher calls everyone off and will make the play for a 3-up, 3-down inning there in the bottom of the third. It's 5-1 Meridian with the lead here in game 2. We're going to take a break, hear a few words from our sponsors, and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for Customer Service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
And welcome back now as we move to the fourth inning. ICC trailing it 5-1 as Clark has been a tough riddle for the Indians to figure out so far. As ICC won the first game of the day 11-5. Meridian trying to earn the split here in game 2 for the conference opener for both teams. Well, as we said, baseball got the sweep in non-conference play with Coahoma. They win 6-2, 6-2 in both of those games. So we get set to start the top of the fourth. It'll be the 9-1-2 batters due up. As that pitch missing for a ball. As this is Bourne at the plate. She flew out to right field for the second out of the second inning. And that one missing for a ball. 2-0 now is the count. So 2 balls, no strikes, no outs. Bourne starting us off. Bourne, McKellen, and Homra up. That's going to be a little jam job, and he gets past the diving second baseman. Well, the ball going where they ain't so far here for Meridian. For ICC is going right at them when they hit it. That's the 7th hit of the game there for the Eagles. And we're going to have a quick meeting here. We'll take the timeout and be back with more right after this.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
And we do have a call to the bullpen. New pitcher in the game here for ICC is going to be Hallie Turner. She'll move from shortstop into the circle. Taking over at shortstop will be Cooper. And then at second base, I'll get you that one here in a moment. As their show bunt pulls back, takes it for a ball. And then second base, that's where Brown is going to go there. So Brown is now at second base. That pitch high for a ball. And that one also high for a ball. 2-0 now is the count. Indians struggling to find the strike zone here, and that's not been the case for Clark. ICC has kind of pitched themselves into some hitter counts, and Clark has been ahead of the batters for most part of the game here in game 2. And that one gets away, and the runner will advance on the wild pitch. Looked like she might have kind of lost her balance on her way to the mound there, or on her stride to the plate, I should say. 3-0 now is the count here, as this is McKellen. She walked in her first at bat. She's also struck out. And she'll walk again. Second time today she has walked. Show bunt, lays it down nicely. Only one play, and that's to first, and a nicely executed sacrifice bunt there by Homra. 1-4 as the runner is down on the field. We're going to take the timeout with them and be back with more right after this.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
This is a place to create your future. And when you get here, you realize you're not alone. You meet new people and make connections. It's not always about knowing exactly where you're going. Sometimes it's about finding your own way. It's working together to build something bigger than ourselves. It's hard work, but lots of fun. We come for the quality education, but we leave with an unparalleled experience. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank. We're more than a bank, we're a community.
Well, good to see Homer able to walk off, or actually jog off the field on her own power after. I didn't see really what happened over at first base, but I assume she might have hit the bag a little awkwardly there. But good to see her able to run off on her own power as the runners did advance on that sacrifice bunt. That pitch high for a ball. 1-0 is the count. So this will bring Black to the plate. She had a single her last time up. She's also grounded out to the pitcher. Pops this one up, and it's going to get out of play, and that will even things up now at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners at second and third here. Game 2 between ICC and Meridian. If you're just now joining us, the Indians won 11-5 in the first game of the day. That pitch high gets away, and the runner will try to score from third. The throw is in time. Great play there by McLean. As 2-3 on the putout. Nice job by Turner. A lot of times pitchers get a little upset with themselves when they let a pitch like that go, but she immediately covered the base. McLean with a good throw that was low to the ground, made it for the perfect tag. And now there's 2 outs. Runner did advance from second to third, and Turner hops that one across for a 3-1 count now. So still Black at the plate with a 3-1 count. Runner at third. There's 2 outs now in the inning. And that pitch high for a ball. Snap throw down to third. Not in time. And so that'll be a walk. Fourth walk of the game issued by the Indians. No walk yet issued by Clark of Meridian. And now the umpires coming out to talk about something here. Not really sure. The third base umpires kept just kind of nodding his head out for the home plate umpire to come out, and eventually he did. that ball in the dirt. 1-0 is the count as this is Mitchell at the plate. Trouble here for the Indians. She has been a tough out today. She's 2 for 2 here in game 2. She does have an RBI. And that one missing low. 2-0 now is the count. 2 balls, no strikes. Runners on the corners here for Meridian. And that pitch in there for a strike. Runner goes, throw down. That's going to be interference, and then the ball gets away. The run will score. And so, stolen base. And the run will score on the error. As a swing and a miss for a strike there. Don't believe the runner would have been called out anyway, as the second baseman was coming up and got in her way and actually kind of got in the way of the play there, as this one sent right back into your living room. As now the count is 2-2. Run did score, so it's now 6-1. Meridian with the lead here in the top of the 4th. Little off-speed pitch right to the first baseman. She'll step on the bag, and that'll do it. But another run scores. 1 hit, 1 error, 1 run, and 2 left on the bases. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. ICC's got to find their bats, but Clark has been magical so far. Back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Here's your Little Caesar slices and sticks, half Italian cheese sticks, half pepperoni pizza.
It's the world's greatest combination.
Carl? How could you?
Sorry, PB&J. I wanted to try new things.
Oh, no. 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 No!
Have some for yourself.
Yes.
No!
Get hot and ready slices and sticks for $6.99. Walk in and walk out between 4 and 8 p.m.
Pizza, pizza.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We head now to the bottom of the 4th inning. For ICC, it'll be the 4, 5, 6 batters due up. Tyree, Brown, and Whitfield. Tyree had a single but was left stranded in the first. She'll try to spark the bats here for the Indians. They've only got 3 hits so far in the game, and 7 for Meridian. That pitch missing outside for a ball. 3 runs in the top of the first, 1 in the bottom for the Indians. 2 runs for Meridian in the top of the 3rd. And then they added another one as this ball going back, and it's going to be off the wall, and that's going to go for a Davis Ford double. Well, the left fielder just did not get a good jump on that one. And so that will be a double there for Tyree, her second hit of the game. And now this will bring Brown to the plate. And looks like we're going to have a runner coming in here for Tyree. And that's going to be Clemens coming in to run. So she'll take over at second for Tyree. So with a runner at second, Brown, who lined out on a great play over at first base, will dig in here to see if she can spark the bats for the Indians. Swings on this one, popped up to the right side. Right fielder will jog back and squeeze it for the out. Clemens is going to try to tag, and she will. Well, that one sounded really good off the bat, just got underneath it. As Clemens able to get over to third, and now This will bring Whitfield up to the plate. Whitfield, we said, hit it hard last time, but right at the second baseman. It's been the difference of the game right now. ICC playing atom ball when they bat. Meridian's just putting them where they ain't when they bat. So 1 out and a runner at third. ICC trailing this one 6-1. That pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 is the count to Whitfield. She's 0 for 1 today. Swings on this one, pops it up. Right fielder started to give chase, but let that one go. 0-2 now is the count. So Whitfield playing in right field. And then chases one there for strike 3. Nice location as Whitfield couldn't hang off on that low pitch. That is going to be the third Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day. Renaissance Bank, they are the bank that understands you. Find out why by visiting renaissancebank.com. This will bring Wolf to the plate here. Runner still at third with 2 outs now as Avery will dig in. Swings the first pitch, fouls it back for strike 1. Avery grounded out to the shortstop on a bang-bang play in her last at-bat. Actually, her only at-bat so far here in Game 2. Thought about that one. Held off. 0-2 now is the count. But again, Clark has done a great job of getting ahead of the batters, staying ahead of the batters. And the Indians have not figured the riddle out with her yet. Looked at that one missing low. Borderline pitch that the Eagles fans wanted there. 1-2 now is the count. There's a hard hit ball. Second baseman finds it. He's going to have to hurry. Gets to throw over in time. What a play. That's what we said. It's been the difference in the game right now. Coleman makes the play, gets the out, and keeps the run off the board. Meridian getting it done here in Game 2. They lead it 6-1 after 4 complete. We'll take a timeout and be back with more right after this.
Guaranty Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranty Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now as we shift to the top of the 5th inning, Meridian leading this one 6-1. Turner in the circle. That pitch missing low for a ball. This is should be Kennedy at the plate. And it is. And that pitch missing low, 2-0 now is the count here. Kennedy, Eves, and McMahon scheduled up for the Eagles here in the top of the 5th. They lead at 6-1. That pitch at the knees for a strike. 2-1 now is the count. Well, Brown started the game. Turner's in relief. He's got a 2-1 pitch coming here. This one hit but foul. 2-2 now is the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs as Kennedy starting us off here in the top of the 5th inning. Meridian trying to earn the split this afternoon with ICC. Little off-speed pitch, found it, dribbled to Wolf. Wolf throws across the way in time for the out, 6-3 to retire Kennedy. A nice play there by Wolf, as that one really wasn't just hit hard, but she still showed off that strong arm that she'll be taking to Belhaven next year on that put out. And now this will be Eves coming to the plate. She had an RBI single in her first at bat, popped up to second in her last at bat. That pitch missing low for a ball. 1-0 the count here to Eves, who is the DP batting in the 6th spot. That pitch high. 2-0 now is the count. Two-0 pitch on its way in the dirt. Now the count goes 3-0. Nobody at first after that ground out to third. And that's going to be ball 4. Fifth walk of the game for ICC. So now with 1 out and a runner at first, this is going to be McMahon at the plate. There's a sacrifice fly that scored a run in her last at bat. That pitch in there for a strike. She also grounded out to the shortstop to end the first. So McMahon takes that one missing low for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. And that pitch missing low. 2-1 now. The count here to McMahon. Fastball, swung on, foul back. 2-2 now. The count. Try to give you a scoreboard update on women's basketball, as we talked about there at East Mississippi in their regular season finale. As that one missing, throw down to first, not in time. 3-2 now is the count. And that's going to be a walk. The 6th walk of the game now for the Indians. Your score, ICC up on East Mississippi, 19-13. That's with 10 minutes left in the, or no, excuse me, that's after the first quarter. Shows bunt, fouls it back. And that goes for strike 1. Sorry, having to try to take care of a few things social media wise and answer some questions from basketball. So I'm going to stay on the wide screen for right now. That ball gets away and the runner will advance on the wild pitch. Oh, 2 now is the count. Or excuse me, 2-0. Or actually 2-1. Might help if I pay a little attention, maybe. And that one missing. Now the count goes 3-1. So 3-1 now is the count. Pitch on its way from Turner. And that's a walk. So bases loaded once again here for the Eagles. As McLean want to come out to talk to Turner. Now ICC's got to be careful because now with only one out here in the inning, if Meridian can get the bats going a little bit, they can start thinking about trying to end this one early as they lead it 6-1. The rule is 8 after 5. So they're 3 away from that, and they've got bases loaded now with one out here in the top of the 5th. Indians would love to turn a Little Caesars double play here. Infield creeping in a little bit. That pitch missing low again. 1-0 is the count now. This is Bourne at the plate. She had a single her last time up. She flew out to right field in her first at bat. And that one missing low. 2-0 now. Looks like she's just trying to overthrow just a little bit. Just put it up there and find the zone right now if you're Turner. Get settled back in. 2-0 is the count. Snap throw down to first. Not in time. And now the count goes to 3-0. And that one is a walk. The run will score, and 4 straight walks now. And now the run will score one more time, and Coach Ernest is going to come out. Looks like she'll make a change. We'll take the timeout with them and be back with more right after this.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank. We're more than a bank, we're a community.
Here's your Little Caesar slices and sticks, half Italian cheese sticks, half pepperoni pizza.
It's the world's greatest combination.
Carl? How could you?
Sorry, PB&J. I wanted to try new things.
Oh, no. 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 No!
Have some for yourself.
Yes.
No!
Get hot and ready slices and sticks for $6.99. Walk in and walk out between 4 and 8 p.m.
Pizza, pizza.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for Customer Service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
Welcome back. Clift will enter the pitch now here for the Indians as Turner will head back to short as that pitch in there for a strike. This is McClellan that will welcome Clift to the game. She's walked twice today. Indians have struggled throwing strikes. They have walked 8 batters. Is that pitch high for a ball? Bases are loaded here for Meridian. They lead it 7-1 now with 1 out. 1-1 is the count here in the top of the 5th. That pitch high. 2-1 now is the count. So 2 balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. Runners all over the place here. Bases loaded. And that pitch missing high as well. 3-1 now is the count. So 3-1 is the count. Nowhere to put her with bases loaded here. So that last walk was also with bases loaded. This pitch has popped up, backing out of play at 3-2. I don't know if I'm Meridian right now that I don't make them throw 2 strikes before swinging. So now 3-2 is the count. Cliff looking to try to find that second out here in the inning. This one fouled back. And we'll sit at 3-2 once again. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases loaded here for Meridian. They lead at 7-1, trying to extend on that lead here in the top of the 5th. This one hit, and it's going to be pulled foul. And a nice little battle going here between Clift and McClellan. Indians looking for the second out of the inning here. It's been 4 walks so far. The first out was a grounder to the third baseman to start the inning. But since then, the Indians have struggled to find the zone, and that's going to be another bases-loaded walk. So that'll be an RBI and another run scored there. 8-1 now is the score, and this will bring Homera to the plate. Good to see her back out there as she was shaken up in her last at-bat. She had a sacrifice bunt. Sanzin takes that pitch high for a ball. Well, now if you're Meridian, you really want to start trying to get that runner from third to score, because that would invoke the 8-run mercy rule here in the bottom of the 5th inning if ICC was unable to score and run. And that pitch missing high. 2-0 now is the count. Two balls, no strikes, 1 out, bases loaded. Swing and a miss. 2-1 now is the count here to Homera. Got her playing third base here in game 2. Top of the 5th inning, Meridian trying to earn the split with the Indians here in the nightcap. That pitch in there for a strike. 2-2 now is the count here on Homera. Bases loaded, 1 out. 2-2 is the count here to Homera. Clift. This pitch lifted. Right fielder's going to chase after it and makes the play, but it will turn into a sacrifice fly as the run will score. That sacrifice fly being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union, reminding you of the ultimate sacrifice paid for our sins. That's the ICC BSU. They meet Monday nights at 7:07. We talked about it. That was an important run right there because now the lead is 8. 8 after 5 is the mercy rule in the league. As that pitch in there for a strike, as this is Black at the plate. She walked, stole a base. She's also singled and grounded out to the pitcher. 0-1 is the count. This pitch fouled off, back off the netting, and now the count goes 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Cliff's pitch just missing outside. 1-2 now is the count here. So Black at the plate. It has been an extremely tough inning here. Meridian has put 3 more on the board. There's a slap hit. It's going to get through. Actually, a nice job by the shortstop to stop it before it gets through, but that'll go for a hit. Here's the crazy stat for you folks. Meridian has put 3 runs on the board here in the top of the 5th. That was the first hit of the inning. So bases still loaded here with 2 outs, and this is going to be Mitchell coming to the plate. So 2 outs, bases loaded. And this is Mitchell at the dish. Swings of the first pitch he sees, pop this one up, and it's going to get out of play. That'll go for strike one. 0-1 the count. So 0-1 is the count. Mitchell, she's been a tough out today. She's 2 for 3 with a pair of singles and an RBI. She was left stranded in scoring position back in the first and also in the third. So that pitch high for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. Cliff, the third pitcher of the game here. Brown got the start. She's in the line for the decision. Then Turner came out and struggled to find the strike zone. And now Cliff trying to find that third out of the inning here. Is that pitch high for a ball. 2-1 now is the count here to the catcher, Mitchell. Bases still loaded. Meridian would like to tack on a few insurance runs here to see if they can pick up this win in 5 innings here in game 2. This pitch popped up. It's going to get out of play. And now the count is even up at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases full of Eagles. Cliff's pitch on its way. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Well, it was another big inning there for the Eagles. They scored 3 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 3 left on base. Indians got to score at least 1 to extend this one. Meridian trying to close it down early. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th and be back with more right after this.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We head now to the bottom of the 5th inning. Meridian 3 outs away from closing this one out early. ICC needs at least 1 run to extend this one to the 6th inning. 9-1 is the score. As this will be Lakin, Nichols, Cooper, and Turner scheduled up here for the Indians. Nichols had a single, but was left stranded back in the 2nd inning. Takes that first pitch, missing low for a ball. Clark, who has pitched well today, she hasn't just struck out a lot. She's got 3 strikeouts, but she has not really put herself into any bad situations and has been ahead of the batters for the most part. This pitch popped up, and it's going to get down as it bounces off the fence for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. Her defense has played well behind her. You look at it, only really 1 ball, 2 balls that were outs were hit to the outfield. The rest of them have been just ground balls, routine plays. The home run by McLean was all the way back in the 1st. So 1-1 now is the count. Nichols at the plate. She's playing center field. It's looked impressive today. Hammers that one, but it's going to go foul. And so now the count will go 1-2. Invite you to visit letsgoicc.com so you can see stats, highlights, and more of softball, baseball, basketball, and tennis that all went on today. 1-2 now is the count. Clark in the circle here. Nichols at the plate. That pitch goes high. 2-2 now is the count. So 2-2 now. The count here to Nichols. Reaches out, finds a piece of that one, fouls it off, and we'll stay at 2-2. We'll find out what the postseason basketball looks like after tonight. Could have basketball here in Fulton on Saturday. As that pitch missing inside. Ooh, close pitch, called a ball there. 3-2 now is the count. Could either have one game, could have two games. May even have a game here Monday. And there's strike three. Got that outside edge. That's what she's like today. And that's what she's went for when she's been in trouble. Paints the corner for her fourth Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. And now this will be Cooper coming to the plate. One out, nobody on. Bottom of the fifth. 9-1. Meridian with the lead. This pitch fouled back and out of play. That's strike one. Oh, 1 the count here on Cooper. She grounded out to the shortstop to end the second, and her only at bat so far. This one ripped, and it's going to drop for a hit. Could go for extra bases. And it will. That'll be a Davis Ford double, as the outfield was in that time. Tried to make a diving catch, and that is the second Davis Ford double of the game. The other one belonged to Tyree, who is 2 for 2 on the day. So with that hit, the run to extend the game is now in scoring position for ICC. And this is going to be Turner coming to the dish here. One out, runner at second. Turner swings on the first pitch she sees. Grounder to the shortstop. Throw over's in time. Now they're going to get to throw to third, and it's not in time. Missed the tag. So 6-3 on the put out there. Nearly a Little Caesars double play to end the contest. Meridian was already outside the dugout celebrating. The throw was a little high. Homer did everything she could to get the tag down. Just missed the tag, I believe, as she slid to the outside. And now this is going to bring Martin to the plate. She's 0 for 2 on the day. Martin looks at that pitch. Strike one. We're going to have an abbreviated version of the Renaissance Bank postgame report because we've got to get over and try to catch up with basketball. As that pitch finds the corner for a strike. 0-2 now is the count. Brings out a few of the Boo Birds here from the Indians. And Clark now a strike away from ending this one. Martin have to dig in here to protect the plate. Clark set to deliver. Grounder. Shortstop finds it. Not going to do anything with it. The run will score, and that will extend the contest. Big time hit there. Martin, quicker than Walt Flanagan's dog, was able to get that one and score the run. So this will extend the contest now to the 6th inning. And now this will bring McLean to the plate. 9-2 is the score. As like maybe a thread have come undone on her gloves. She's going to allow the coach to get that fixed. Listen to Guaranteed Bank real quick.
Guaranteed Bank, formerly known as First American National Bank, is a proud supporter of ICC athletics. Visit gbtonline.com. Guaranteed Bank, we're more than a bank, we're a community.
And welcome back now. 2 outs. Runner at first in Martin. This is McLean at the plate. She's got a home run on today. She popped up to the catcher in her last at bat. That pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 now is the count here to McLean. So 0-1 the count here to McLean. ICC has pushed them across that run they needed to extend the contest. Beautiful pitch at the knees, called a strike there. 0-2 now is the count. So McLean's got to guard the dish here with an 0-2 count. 2 outs and a runner at first. Clark getting set to deliver. There's a grounder. It's going to find its way through, and Martin is going to head to third. And a clutch 2-out hit there, second hit of the game there for McLean. And one of the Meridian fans upset thinking that Martin left early. I'm sorry to tell you, man, she is that fast. She had an in-the-park home run earlier this season against Snead, and Snead's not got the biggest park in the world out there in Alabama, but this pitch popped up. First baseman giving chase and will make the play for the out. But the Indians do get that run on the board to extend the contest here. 9-2 is your score. We'll head to the 6th and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Your knee is a complex joint with many components, making it vulnerable to a variety of injuries. Some of the most common knee injuries include fractures, dislocations, sprains, and ligament tears. Many knee injuries can successfully be treated with simple measures such as bracing, rehabilitation, and exercise. The other injuries may require surgery to correct. At our injury clinic, we commonly see meniscal tears that occur during sports. Tears in the meniscus can occur when twisting, cutting, pivoting, or being tackled. Meniscal tears may also occur as a result of arthritis or aging. Just an awkward twist when getting up from a chair may be enough to cause a tear if the meniscus has weakened with age. The most common symptoms of meniscus tears are pain, stiffness, swelling, catching or locking of your knee, the sensation of your knee giving way, and if you are not able to move your knee through its full range of motion. The RICE protocol is effective for most sports-related injuries. RICE stands for Rest, Ice, Compression, and Elevation. Remember that at the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our story is you.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now we head to the top of the 6th inning. 9-2 is the score. Clift still in the circle here for the Indians. That pitch goes high for a ball. Pitching in there for a strike. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, once again having to take care of some stuff for the other games going on right now. Having to answer a few text messages there. As 2-1 now is the count. That pitch goes high. 3-1 now is the count. So 3-1 is the count. 9-2 is the score here in the top of the 6th. This pitch fouled off. Now the count will go full at 3-2. Well, one of the unfortunate things is when you zoom in a camera, you tend to lose some of the light, and that's been the case here when we got such a difference in the two cameras right now. Clift getting set for the 3-2 pitch. This one hammered to the right field. If it stays fair, it's trouble. And it's foul. So we'll stay at 3-2 now, as this is Kennedy Eves and McMahon at the plate. So the count will stay at 3-2. And there's strike 3. Clutch Renaissance Bank strikeout there. First out of the inning. So now that will be 1 out in the inning. Trying to find a little bit of a balance here for you. Seems somewhat better. Probably not. 1 out in the inning now. Is that pitch inside, and batter wanted to say it hit her that time, but umpire disagreed. Second Renaissance Bank strikeout there for Clift. One out, nobody on here. That one in there for a strike. 1-2 now is the count here on Eves. She's 1 for 2 on the day with an RBI single. She walked and scored a run in her last at bat. And that one just missing outside. 2-2 now is the count. There's a grounder to the shortstop. Gloves it, throws it over. 6-3 for the out. There's 2 away now. And this will bring McMahon to the plate. She walked and scored a run. Part of that 3-run 5th inning. So 2 away now, and ICC is trying to find their first 3-up, 3-down inning since the 2nd inning. I was going to say of the game, but not the case. That was one of those late night strikes, as that one looked to be a little bit low in the zone, but the umpire liked it enough to call it strike 1. 0-1 now is the count. That one runs in there for strike 2. 0-2 now the count here, as Clift has found a little bit of a rhythm going here now in the top of the 6th. Awaiting the 0-2 pitch. That one up a little bit. 1-2 now is the count here to McMahon. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Cliff's pitch on its way. That one high. 2-2 now is the count. So 2-2 is the count with 2 outs. Nobody on here. Top of the 6th. Meridian leading this one 9-2 here in game 2. Trying to earn a split here in conference play. This one popped up. It's going to drop, but a nice play there by Turner. And a good stretch to get the out. 6-3. That was not an easy play. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Eagles for the first time since the 2nd inning. We're going to take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
So when are you going to give me back for the pizza?
Oh, personal foul. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make a successful handoff when you transfer funds to friends and family with Zelle and the Renaissance mobile app. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make the right call for 24/7 roadside assistance and sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking today.
Here's your Little Caesar slices and sticks. Half Italian cheese sticks, half pepperoni pizza.
It's the world's greatest combination.
Carl? How could you?
Sorry, PB&J. I wanted to try new things.
Oh, no. 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 No!
Try some for yourself.
Yes.
No! Get hot and ready slices and sticks for $6.99. Walk in and walk out between 4 and 8 p.m.
Pizza.
And welcome back now as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning for ICC. It'll be the 5, 6, 7 batters scheduled up. Got it's Brown, Whitfield, and Wolf. We'll see if that holds true here. 9-2 is the score here. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Game 2 on what is technically a 9-time game day today. We are hosting Amory and Ripley in baseball over at Crescent Field right now. Speaking of baseball, the Indians picked up a sweep of Coahoma in non-conference play. 6-2 was the final of both those games. Is that pitch in there for a strike? Clark has pitched well today and continues to do so. As we said, not a lot of strikeouts, but have been able to rely on her defense. And a large part of that is because she has done exactly what she's done here. Gotten ahead of the batters. 0-2 now is the count here. This is a new batter in the game here for ICC. That was like 21. That is going to be Clift, the pitcher, batting in place of Brown. 1-2 now is the count here to Clift. Fouls this one back and will stay at 1-2. And it's going to be McKnight on deck for the Indians. So we do have a few changes here. This pitch foul back and we'll stay at 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs as Clift is leading us off here. McKnight on deck. You've got Clark in the circle. And that pitch just missing. Ooh, borderline pitch going the way of the Indians there. 2-2 now is the count. So Clark getting set to dig in. Cliff going to have to protect the plate here with 2 strikes. The off-speed pitch jammed her up a little bit. Center fielder's going to jog in and squeeze it for out number 1. Nice little battle at the plate that time, but Cliff couldn't find a way to win that one. As now this will be number 4. This is McKnight coming to the plate here for the Indians. And then Wolf, she'll be on deck in her normal spot. As this one lifted, center fielder's going to run back and makes the grab over her shoulder there, and that's just been the tale of the tape today, ladies and gentlemen. Meridian has made the plays behind the great pitching of Clark today. If you're Clark, you look back at your center fielder, tip your cap, and say, good job, because with the speed like McKnight has, that one could have been trouble. So now this is going to be Wolf, who is 0 for 2 on the day. Listen, that pitch low for a ball. 1-0 now is the count. Bottom of the 6th inning, 9-2 is the score. 1-0 is the count. Wolf hammers this one. It's going to go foul. Left fielder will give chase, and in and out of the glove there. Big time break for Wolf, as she'll get a do-over on that one. Heck of an effort out there in left field by the young lady from Meridian. Just couldn't quite get to the ball. And so now this will be a 1-1 count here to Wolf. And she pops this one up. Second baseman calling everyone off and will make the play. So after a 3-up, 3-down top half of the inning, ICC goes with a 3-up, 3-down bottom half of the inning. As now we'll head to the 7th. The Indians still trying to find some bats here. They trail it 9-2. We'll take the break with them and be back with more right after this.
Davis Ford in Fulton is built on customer service. It's been a founding pillar of Davis Ford since opening our doors in 1964. We are proud to announce winning the 2022 Ford President's Award for Customer Service. Davis Ford was the only dealer in Mississippi to achieve this award, marking a record-setting 20th time. Davis Ford would like to say thank you to our valued customers. We wouldn't be here without you and your commitment to us.
Why didn't you answer your phone?
You're not going to believe what just... You bought a Coca-Cola with 0 sugar?
Yeah. Why?
Come on, it has 0 sugar.
Yep. And it's delicious.
I don't believe it.
Just try something new. You'll love it.
This does taste great.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now as we head to the top of the 7th inning, Meridian leading this one 9-2. The Indians scored one in the bottom of the fifth to extend the game here. It's been all Meridian here in game two after a wild game one that saw both teams combine to score 10 runs in the fourth inning. ICC found a way to win that one by the final score of 11-5. Cliff's pitch missing for a ball. That's really kind of been the tale of the tape here in game two has been, I guess, Clark's ability to throw strikes, get ahead of the batters, and ICC has struggled to find the strike zone. And so Meridian, when they have swung the bats, it's been in hitters' counts. So 2-1 now is the count. Meridian has 8 hits on the game. ICC was 7. 2-0 now is the count. This is Coleman, I believe, at the dish. And that is. And now the count goes 3-0 here to Coleman. 3 balls, no strikes, no outs. Coleman starting us off. And that one in there for a strike, taking the whole way that time was Coleman. So now the count goes 3-1. We invite you to follow us on social media, find out when our next broadcast is. As I said, we could have basketball at the DEC on Saturday. Is that pitch in there for a strike? 3-2 now is the count. We'll have to await the outcomes of a lot of games tonight. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Big time Renaissance Bank strikeout there, the third of the game for Clift. Speaking of that, let's see if we can check in on the Lady Indians and see how they're doing right now. They're at East Mississippi. They are up 61-42 as they get ready to start the fourth quarter. So Lady Indians look like they're going to try to take care of business there on the road at East Mississippi to close out the regular season. Now we need to check and see what Coahoma is doing right now, because if Coahoma were to lose, and ICC would jump up to that 4th spot, foul ball, strike 2. Tried to check her swing as that one ran in on her hands that time. Don't know that Coahoma really does a lot of updates throughout their games. They're playing Mississippi Delta tonight. Is that pitch missing? 1-2 now is the count. Last update was halftime, and it was Coahoma 25-18 over Delta. 1-2 pitch on its way. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Back-to-back Renaissance Bank strikeouts, 4 now for Clift. And we flip it back to the top of the lineup here with 2 outs in the inning. This is McLean coming to the plate. Hammers this one. Line drive, and it's caught. A running catch out there in left field. And that'll be a 3-up, 3-down inning there once again. ICC's down to their final 3 outs of the contest. Do they have a rally in them? We'll find out. But before we do that, let's take a timeout and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So it'll be the 8-9-1 batters due up here for the Indians. Lakin Nichols, Cooper, and then back to the top of the lineup in Turner here for ICC in the bottom of the 7th, trailing 9-2. Nichols shows bunt. That one's called a strike. 0-1 the count. So 0-1 the count here to Nichols. She's 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a strikeout. That pitch missing for a ball. That last strikeout was looking, and it's a call she wasn't a big fan of. 1-1 now is the count here to Nichols. That pitch missing low and outside for a ball. 2-1 now is the count. Clark looking to go the distance here for Meridian this evening. We said has pitched well today. Has got a lot of great defensive play behind her. As there's a line drive, and there's another play we're talking about right there. Just a line drive right to the third baseman. She was able to reel that one in. And now this will bring Cooper to the dish. Cooper doubled and scored in her last at-bat. She scored on a 2-out single by Martin. She was a home run away from the cycle in game 1. Swings on that one, misses fouls it back for strike 1. 0-1 is the count here to Cooper. Indians need base runners. As this one popped up, left fielder's going to give chase and will make the play for out number 2. Fitting that these first 2 outs have come the way they have for Clark, as the defense has played well behind her tonight. If you're Clark at the end of the night, you want to go through and shake everybody's hands that's played defense tonight, because they have been solid behind her there. So now this will be Turner coming to the dish. Indians down to their final out of the contest. That first pitch in there for a strike. Apologize if our stream starts to get a little choppy here, as we don't have internet out here, so we have to go off our wireless card, and this looks like it's starting to get a little, I guess, tired. It would be the best word, as it's jumping back and forth between full and mediocre stream strength. 1-1 now is the count here on Turner. That pitch missing low. 2-1 now is the count here to Turner. Indians trail at 9-2. Meridian trying to earn the split this evening and the nightcap after ICC won the first game of the day 11-5. This one fouled back. 2-2 now is the count. So now the Indians down to their final strike of the game. Can Turner find a way to extend the inning here with a base hit? Clark trying to close the door on an outstanding performance today in game 2. This pitch popped straight up, back, and out of play, and we'll stay at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Turner at the plate. Pitch on its way. This one popped up, and it's going to get out of play. And we'll stay at 2-2 once again. Turner battling here. Trying to find a way to extend this contest. If she were to reach, then Martin would be up next. There's a hit, and it's going to drop, and it's going to go to the gap. This should be a Davis Ford double, and it will be. A clutch hit there for Turner. Her first hit of the game. I believe that's going to be her 5th hit of the day. So now with 2 outs, the Indians got a big hill to climb here. Martin will dig in. She singled and drove in a run in her last at-bat. You got Turner at second. Meridian with a 9-2 lead, so don't really have to pay a whole lot of attention to the runner behind you in this case. Martin will dig in. That first pitch missing low for a ball. Again, we apologize if the stream getting a little choppy here towards the end. As we said, AT&T, they've had some issues out here this week and having some issues now. Ground ball, third baseman gets it. Throw across the way is in time. Got her by a half a step. And that'll do it. Meridian picks up the game 2 win by the final score of 9-2. We'll take a quick timeout and be back with the Renaissance Bank postgame report right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
"What's next?"
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Your final score here in Game 2. Meridian wins at 9-2 to earn the split. They'll improve to 12-15, 1-1 in conference play. ICC will fall to 9-13, also 1-1 in conference play. Your final line, 9 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors. 2 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors. That's for the Indians. 9 runs, 8 hits, no errors for Meridian. That's going to do it for tonight's broadcast. Again, we do apologize if the stream got a little choppy there late on the evening. Again, we invite you to follow us on social media at Let's Go ICC. Find out when our next broadcast will be. Could be Saturday with basketball back here at the DEC. We'll know a little bit more later tonight. So for Adam Gore, and, well, that's it. That's just been me tonight. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time here on the ICC Sports Network.
Another great Saturday of college football.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
"What's next?"
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.